Be sarcastic, but with care. Written by Deepankar Shom. In our way of life, we come across certain people who never give a direct reply. They prefer to reply in different way. During normal conversations too, they enjoy fancy of their ironic comments. Their comments generally are of bitter taste, and the very purpose of such type of dialogue is to stamp supremacy over others. These types of people try to hurt others in public and derive pleasure out of that. This special characteristic of human being is called sarcasm. It is often spoken with voice modulation to enthrall the target people. In it, ridicule or mockery is used harshly, often crudely, for destructive purposes. Many of us may also agree that it is an art if it is expressed beautifully and mastered correctly. Sometimes it appears to be funny, but it may also hurt many people. Many a time, its harmful effects were unaccountable and sometimes irreparable. We get lot of examples of sarcasm in our literature too. The famous vernacular writer of pre-independence era, Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, nicely depicted a character in one of his famous novels, Devi Chaudhrani. The lead character, Prafulla, became dacoit queen after listening to sarcastic comments from her father-in-law. I knew a gentleman during my 20 years long stay in Odisha. He was very efficient, intelligent, and hardworking. In those days, he was with a state owned corporation. Among his all good qualities, he had some peculiar habits. He never missed any opportunity to attack others with his sharp remarks. By virtue of his position, he used to enjoy command over others. His comments always contained irony along with meanness. He was popularly known as sugar coated quinine for his habits. In his professional life, he used to deal with his clients and colleagues with some sort of gentler insult. He used to tone down criticism with indirectness and humor. I got an opportunity to notice his activities in those days. His sarcastic comments many times used to work like a magic wand, and fellow officers would perform the unfinished task with lightning speed. But on some occasions, it also did not work, and he had to face lot of retaliation from various corners. Once he uttered some objectionable remarks in front of his boss, and he had to take lot of pain to pacify his boss for such slip of tongue. I knew a family very well. They had two girl children. One of them was intelligent and other was not up to the mark. Everybody, including their parents, used to pat the intelligent girl. The inferior one was not encouraged. She had to digest lot of sarcastic comments from her family members in the event of any failure. But all such comments she took in a positive manner after getting counseling from her favorite English teacher. She concentrated on her studies and got result. As on today, both girls are socially established. In fact, inferior one is much established and all family members, including her sister, also appreciate her efforts. The sarcastic comment became turning point of her life that she accepted everywhere. But always this approach does not work and sometimes may cause irreparable damage to the people. Wise people say sarcasm is not only an art but science too. Moreover, scientists who have monitored the electrical activity of the brains have to work harder to understand sarcasm. According to John Hyman, a well known linguistic, sarcasm is practically the primary language in modern society. Thus, sarcasm seems to exercise the brain more than sincere statements do. The extra work may make our brains sharper, but can we afford such extra work of our brain at the cost of others? Perhaps that is why intelligent people advise there is no harm to be sarcastic, but use it very carefully. Thank you for listening. Sarcasm. SARCASM. Sarcasm means the use of remarks that clearly mean the opposite of what they say, made in order to hurt someone's feelings or to criticize something in a humorous way. Thank you for listening.